Hey guys, how are ya? Thanks for logging onto this. Thanks for clicking onto this video. I just hope that you guys are doing well and living your best life. I just thought I'd talk a little bit about this news ahead, man. Please show support, man. Like and also subscribe, please. I want to try and be consistent, but if I see my number of subscribers going up, that's encouraging, so I can I can keep posting more videos, and you and I can share some news and information and learn to and pretty much like educate ourselves. So there's this news ahead, man, in Germany. Before I say this, I want you to take you back memory lane. The Germans, before they did anything to the Jews, they were in Namibia. The Herero were the first people to get to be killed by the Nazis. They took these people and they were experimenting them, those racist experiments. Oh, how big is their brain, and this, and the shape of their head, and then they draw conclusions based on all sorts of stuff was going on. But in doing that, the first genocide was committed in Namibia. They killed a lot of these Herero people. Even up to today, the population of the Herero people has been quite magnificently reduced, which, if you really think about it, Africa is such a big continent, but even up to today, the continent is only about 1.2 billion people. And then you gotta ask yourself a question: if it didn't go through the things that it's gone through, such as slavery, such as colonization, what could have been the population of Africa today? We'll probably have about 3 billion people. I'm just guessing, but I think we'll be close to that. I think the straits and everything that happened on the continent, a lot of millions of people were taken. And also you have to put that into account that there were not billions of people in Africa at that time. There was only tens of millions of people, or maybe hundreds of millions of people, and tens of millions of them were taken. And then you go into the Congo with Leopold kills another 10 million people. So if you add all that number up, and from then to now, I think we might be over 3 billion people on the continent. However, the reason why I'm saying this, because some of the reasons they were talking about for their excuses of treating the Herero people and just the African people in general was because they were backwards. Oh, these people are backwards, these people, we are superior than them according to them. They were backwards, they're superior than them. And I say backwards in inverted commas. Because here's what's happening. If you look at these people, even the HIMBA of modern day, if you look at them, they've stuck with their own tradition of dressing. These guys apparently use this particular thing called okra or something like that to, rub on their skin. And I had this lady who's from Namibia, who's actually HIMBA. She's a businessman now. She's, so she's not tradition like that. But she was saying how they don't even smell of BO because of this stuff they use. And this is why I say, like, if you were me, if you were some of these like, people where this could be like massive business, like in America, I would like some of these guys to go there and do some experiments on this okra thing, because you can use it in your sauna. You know what I mean? Like, just for a sec, have people rub that stuff on them and let them just, sit in the sun, bask in the sun. There gotta be something good to your skin about that stuff. Anyway, so this lady spoke about the HIMBA. She's from there. And she's starting a company where they want to start allowing them to work in offices dressed like that, And I say, hey, go for it, man. I want to go to that office. But the funny thing that I found is the Germans, who like 100 years ago, when they were in Namibia killing all these Africans, they were saying how these people are backwards. But listen to what has happened today. or this year, the German government has announced that women, German women, should be allowed, or now are allowed, to be topless in public. Walk around topless in public, swimming pools, and all areas where men are allowed to walk topless. So basically, it's about those equal rights and human rights. If men can do it, women should also be allowed to do it, right? So women now in Germany are allowed to go topless. And this is why I say, in other words, they are allowed to go HIMBA. You know, so if you really think about it, who was backwards again? No, just think, I found it quite funny. So now these German women are allowed to go HIMBA, nude, topless. Eh? I'm pretty sure there'll be a lot of people, a lot of men moving to Germany right now, you know, with this news. I've already seen them. I've already heard all the guys getting excited about wanting to go to Germany, because now every public school every public place, I think swimming pool it's starting with, you will see women allowed to go topless. Is it a good idea? I don't know, you know, but all I know is that the HIMBA have been going topless for longer than these people are. So it's fair to say the people of Germany who thought they were ahead of these tribes in Namibia are just trying to catch up. So who was behind? So you gotta look at that and think twice about certain things and what people say. This is why we should be questioning stuff. What is development? How are things affected by the environment? You know, if someone says, oh, these guys are backwards and all that stuff, and everyone just believes that, you know, start questioning yourself, because I gotta tell you something. There are certain places in this world that are like harsh environments. The weather is terrible. People, we are fighting wars almost every day. So when you have that environment, that toxic environment like that, you're gonna learn to put up walls, you know, tall infrastructures to prevent you being subjugated by other people, your neighbors, you know. And if you got limited things like water, land, and all that stuff, it's even worse, you know. But there are some places where water is available, and when I mean by water, I mean fresh water is available, land is available, animals are available. There's a reason why Africa has more animals than probably any other country in this world, and they are coming to Africa to kill more animals because these people already ate all their animals. So when I talk about the environment and which environment is harsh, and how that ends up affecting us, and I'm gonna make a video about this, because this is one thing you gotta know. Certain things, if you are living in a harsh, toxic environment, like the way Europe was, I'm gonna say Europe and also Japan, what you do then, you gotta become creative, because then it's about survival. So you gotta do things that allows you to survive. You know, you gotta galvanize your people around military. But if you're in an environment where there's no scarcity, abundance is the word, fruit, water, land, you're gonna gather around spirituality, and you're gonna focus on that to help the people create a community where you live together. I'm gonna make a video about this, but let that sink in and try to prove me wrong, because I would like to hear the comments about this. Try to prove me wrong. But guys, that's what's happening in Germany. Topless women at the swimming pool now. They're going HIMBA, guys. HIMBA, all the way upgrading. I was gonna say all the way back, but they're upgrading to the HIMBA style. Thank you for watching this video, and please subscribe and like. Thank you. Goodbye.